learn you were going to be able to carry the flag up the hill? How did that come about?
Coach Sweeney announced it in a team meeting last week. So it was kind of rumored, I guess, that they have somebody honorary that does it every year for the military appreciation game. And I guess my background fits the credentials. So yeah, it worked out, and I'm honored to do it. It's great. Coach Sweeney addressed that I'll be a captain, an honorary captain as well, and lead the team down the hill with the flag. So I'm pretty ecstatic about it. I think it's going to be a cool opportunity, and just hear the crowd go crazy with all the veterans in there, so it'd be awesome.
With your history with Virginia Tech, and what does this mean for you to have that kind of honor and be able to play against these guys this week?
You know, it's kind of crazy how things align, you know, how things just fall into place. And, you know, it's pretty blatant that I was a Virginia Tech fan my whole life. Sorry, Clemson. But, you know, I was born and raised a Hokie fan. Got friends that play. I'm actually a few friends on the team now. You know, we've been texting back and forth. So it's kind of cool. It's Military Appreciation Day, playing against a team that I grew up that I thought I was, you know, I aspired to play for. It just didn't work out. So it's going to be cool how everything just worked out. And, you know, hopefully we come out of there with a W and it's a good day. So.
What have you guys been talking about back and forth? The friends on the team?
Oh, you know, just random stuff. Just like, you know, you know, make sure, you know, you're hurt that game, you know, just trash talking. That's right. So, you know, we went to high school together, so it's just jawing at each other.
And you got obviously a lot of publicity over the summer. That was before the season started, kind of the grind of a season. Looking back, how are things going for you, sort of in season personally?
You know, personally, it's going great. Bonding with the team, just kind of coming into my own, learning the playbook, just being a part of this family and this environment. You know, media has been a huge part of my college career, even getting here. I mean, it was kind of like the root. So it's been fun. Like, you know, it's an experience that I never thought I'd ever experience. So, you know, having all that coming into Clemson, I wasn't sure how I was going to be taken or accepted, but the guys are real cool. You know, they're open about it. They gave me a hard time that I'm a celebrity and this and that. But, you know, we joke about it in the locker room. But, you know, it's no different. I'm no different than who I am, you know, there as I am now. So it's awesome. I've come into my own here, been accepted by the team. The guys, we get along great. Coaching staff I get along great with. I'm just working hard every day. So it's been a pretty smooth process.
So you don't feel like any of it's changed you, the New York Times articles, things like that?
You know, no offense to the people, but I try not to get into it. Like,
yeah.
Even when they're put out, I really try not to read it. People will tell me about it. A lot of friends post like on my Facebook wall, and I glimpse at it and whatnot. But, you know, I've always said when I was in the military, I didn't want to be defined by my military career with my life. And it's the same with publicity. Like, you know, I know the story. You know, I reiterate it over and over again. I'm so honored that I'm an inspiration to some people that partake in my story and they see like positive things from it. That's awesome. That keeps me driven. But at the same time, I don't want to bask in what that's become of me. You know, I don't want to be caught up in the moment and lose something that is so concrete, you know, down my future. So I just try to take the media as it comes, be positive with it. I mean, I enjoy it. I think it's awesome. You guys do a great job. And I just go with it. Hopefully it inspires people down the road, but just keep doing me and, you know, doing what I have to do best to be a part of this team. So.
You feel like you've been able to fit in a lot of different ways on the field. I mean, catching a few passes, returning a punt, you know, I think even held for opinion on the kickoff one time.
Yeah, you know, Coach Sweeney, we had a word. Everybody has a word at the beginning of the year. You know, Andre Ellington, his word's relentless. Like, everybody has a word that we want to motto ourselves after, and mine was versatile. So I'm just trying to be as versatile as possible. You know, special teams, offense, wherever it is, when it's scout team, whatever they need me to do, play quarterback a few reps and stuff like that. Just whatever it is that I can be as versatile as possible for the team, and that's my word that I'm trying to, you know, live out through this season. So it's been cool being able to do a lot of certain things like that on the field.
How familiar were you with Clemson's military background as you're trying to get into school?
To be honest with you, I knew little of Clemson before I started coming here, like visiting and started looking into it. So I wasn't aware of the military background, being a military school until like 55 or something like that. The Scroll of Honor, I mean, Bowman Field, that the whole, you know, all those awards that are engraved in I've got a few of them. So it's kind of cool just being a part of this military heritage, this history. It's an honor. You know, a lot of people are appreciative of what, you know, I and others have done for this country and in this community and in this state. So it's a blessing to be a part of that and, you know, feel that nature about people and caring about what I've done for the country. So it's an honor to be here.
How's getting back into schoolwork going?
The transition from combat to classroom wasn't the easiest, but I got in the groove of things. And then when I came here, this is a job. I mean, being a student athlete is a full-time job, so you really have to micromanage everything that you do. And times I don't want to go home and read, and you're beat up from practice, and you just want to sleep, get a few hours before you got to wake up for workouts in the morning. But you just got to stay on top of it. You got to know that it's a big picture in giving back to the team. If you fall short in your grades, then you just hurt the team by not being eligible and stuff like that. So you got to be a team player. You can't be an individual.
What do you hope to do with all this when you get your degree and everything?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's something that I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. What I would love to do would be give back as far as opening like a sports complex up and just giving back to athletes, help train athletes. Share my story, how grades are a significant role in your life. This, that, what scouts look for, the hard work that you have to put in to make it as a Division I athlete. Things or any division. And I just would love to give back to kids aspiring to play sports at the next level, and just using my story and connections and whatever I have to help them do that.
A little less than 2 weeks ago, we passed the 3rd anniversary of the battle.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind waking up that morning?
It was a tough day. I try not to think about it, but I mean, everything hits you. That day is so significant as far as my life, and then things just stick out at you. Expiration dates. 10/3. You're just like, man, these dates hit you. And you try to forget, or you try not to relive that moment, but it's like your brain knows, your mind knows. I was waking up that night, kind of having some panics and stuff, having hard trouble sleeping. And through that day, I was just kind of bummed out. It's just 3 years ago to the day, it was rough. You lost a lot of friends, you were injured yourself, and I just had to keep pushing through. Even at practice, I was a little sluggish. Just a lot on my mind. I had a lot going on in my life, and then with that being the anniversary, stuff like that. So it was tough, but we just pushed through. Coach Sweeney called me out of practice, and he was like, Rodriguez was wounded and bleeding out, 3 years ago. So, hearing that and then putting in perspective where I'm at today, being out on that field, it capitalizes, it kind of triumphs to know what I've gone through to be where I'm at now. So, you just kind of use what's been so negative in your life as something positive, and it's, it's an honor. I'm so happy to be here. I'm thankful for it. So.
Been here about 2.5, 3 months now. What kind of impact has that had on you being a part of this program and everything?
Hopefully, the impact that I have is positive. I hope that I can be of some sorts of a role model to some of the younger guys on the team. I try to just play my role, be my role of what it is that Coach Sweeney wants me to be. And, if that's just kind of a mentor, I've talked with a lot of guys one-on-one as far as things that have gone through in my life and what I've gone through. A lot of guys, everybody has their own individual stories on the team. A lot of things, aren't perfect in this world or our lives. And that goes for me and a lot of guys on the team. And mine's just been kind of publicized. Mine's been, upholded by the media. So people knowing my story, it's more easier for them to relate than for them to have to open up to you one-on-one. It's kind of already been done. So that's kind of a plus and advantage when I talk with guys on the team. They want to know stuff about me, and I just kind of share what I am. And just I just try to be a positive motivator. Always be vocal on the field. Just push those around me, kind of lead by example, and hopefully that has the best impact.
But how has the program impacted you being a part of this team and just being here? What has that done for you?
On a personal standpoint,
Yeah.
It's just being here in general. It's helped me develop, it's helped me grow, it's helped me get that sense of love that I wanted back for so long to suit up again. So it's definitely been a healing. It's been a fix to a lot of things that have been negative in my life, and just being able to play again and be a part of the team and associate with it, it's been an uplifting experience.